Hello, beautiful people. These are all my thoughts and opinions based on information out in the public domain. Please leave your comments. And it's nice to engage in an educated, factual conversation. This is your platform. Yes, you saw my community post yesterday because I received so many threats and so many horrible emails after my video of yesterday. I haven't unsubscribed anybody. And yes, we can block people, but to this day, I have never blocked anybody. And I have not unsubscribed any of you. So those accusations are really, really stupid. I wanted to get into something because there's a few things I'd like to talk to you about. It's really, while I'm having my coffee. Okay. It's, I received quite a few emails from the Sussex Squad or people who admire Meghan. I don't know if they're Sussex Squad or not, but I have received quite a few who defend her no matter what. No matter what, come what may, they are there. Telling me that if the Queen gave her consent for Meghan Markle's marriage to Prince Harry, if the Queen thought that if the Queen thinks that Meghan Markle is good enough for her, why am I questioning anything that Meghan Markle does? Because once she got the Queen's seal of approval, we should all shut up. I disagree with that. A monarch is not infallible. A monarch makes mistakes. People take decisions based on information they have at that moment. I am pretty sure that the Queen had information that moment, but she gave Meghan the benefit of the doubt and a chance to rehabilitate herself and come into her platform, use the monarchy's, not even the Queen's, the monarchy's platform, to better herself. Now, the Queen took steps to ensure that a situation like Princess Diana never repeated itself. And I've said this many times, but it's just I keep getting these emails, especially yesterday. I got so many emails like, who are you to question the Queen's wishes and the Queen's wishes, because the Queen wished for Meghan Markle to marry Prince Harry. And the Queen even says that Meghan is a beloved member of the royal family. So who are you to say anything? Meghan was mistreated. And this is the dangerous thing that we get into when people say, oh, if Camilla is good enough for the Queen, then Meghan Markle is good enough for the Queen. You shouldn't be questioning. No, we are thinking human beings. And there are laws and protocols and regulations for that. I don't agree that Harry and Meghan Markle are still on the royal website. I don't agree that they still have the titles. I especially do not agree that they haven't presented the certificates with the doctor's signatures testifying that they deliver the children from Meghan Markle's body. And I'm going to get into this because I received so many emails about this yesterday after my video. That Meghan doesn't have to present anything, because if the Queen is saying it's okay and they have to be included in the line of succession, and this is the slippery slope that we're being led into thinking we can't question anything just because so-and-so says so without any evidence. That is wrong. There were reasons why those protocols were put in place, that, first royal births had to be witnesses because there was so much fraud going on, trying to pass on other children as royal, because back then the mortality rate for children to live to die was actually pretty high. So they would get children from different people. So this is why the births were witnessed by a bunch of people, and they would remain with the child for a long time just to ensure that it was the same child and the child survived. And so therefore those were the practices. The Queen eliminated them, which is terrible, but it was put in that they would have to present the certificate with the testimony of the doctor saying that, hey, I pulled that kid out of her body. Many people disagree because I get a lot of people tell me, oh, you hate her children. Why are you attacking her children? I am not attacking anybody's child in this platform. I have never attacked a child. I'm pointing out facts that, why should the child pay the price? You know what? that's the unfortunate reality of millions of children who do not meet legal requirements to remain in the UK, the US. They're sent back because they have to be legal requirements. So now Parliament is putting a lot of pressure on the Queen and at Buckingham Palace to ensure that those certificates are presented, because it's just so much mess, and people are trying to sweep that under the carpet and use the Queen's Jubilee to not question absolutely anything the monarch says. No, I adore the Queen, but we have to question. Why isn't Meghan presenting those documents? And good on the Parliament that they're actually taking matters into, like, they have been putting pressure a lot on that. And apparently there's a lot of fight back from Harry and Meghan Markle. Now, people are trying to save face, because if indeed Meghan, and I'm not saying she did, but if indeed she used surrogates and they put those children there, knowing that the children were not born out of the body. And don't come at me in this channel and tell me, oh, well, those laws were changed. They haven't. That part of the law has not changed. The child must be born out of the body of the person in order to be included in this line of succession. That hasn't changed. It really angers me when I see people, oh, that's changed. You hate the children. It has nothing to do with that. If the children do not meet the legal requirements, they cannot be in the line of succession. It doesn't mean that they're legally, they're born from the parents, they're born from a marriage. That's fine. Now, for many of you, because you're still very confused about this, the DNA test is not going to do anything, because when somebody uses a surrogate, they use their own. They would use Meghan's eggs and Harry's sperm to do that. So the child will have both their parents' DNAs. It has nothing to do with the DNA. So you can DNA that child until the cows come home, and the child will show Harry and Meghan Markle's DNA. What's important here is whether Meghan carried those children and gave birth to them. So let's question, because I kid you not, I stopped reading after 431 emails, and a lot of them were from Sussex, people from supporting the Sussex Squad, telling me exactly the same thing you told me yesterday in that video. If Camilla is good enough for the Queen, so is Meghan. If the Queen is not questioning whether or not Harry and Meghan are in the line of succession, why are you? We have to question, because the legal requirements have not been met. Meghan Markle to date has not presented it, and I know I have been, because it's up to Parliament to ensure that these rules are followed by the current royals. So good on Parliament that they're putting a lot of pressure, and they're not afraid to say, you know what, you have to show this. Now, it's good that they're now being allowed, they're not allowing themselves to be blackmailed and extorted into feeling guilty for doing this year. Because what's happening, and I see this happening a lot, everybody's trying to wave, get everything under the carpet because it's the Queen's Jubilee and we want to please her. Of course we do. But it doesn't mean that the laws have to be ignored. Meghan Markle has to present those certificates, period. Now, if she knowingly, and please understand this, if she knowingly lied or did whatever she had to do, if she, for example, knows that she used a surrogate and she lied about it and presented documentation to that effect, Harry and Meghan have committed fraud. And as such, they should be penalized. Those are criminal charges. That is fraud. But, that is a big if, of course. So, yes, it's good that they're being questioned about it. I'm happy for that. Now, apparently, Meghan Markle is going back into acting with Netflix. She wanted to do Pearl. Pearl was going to be her. It was never about a cartoon. It was going to be about her going back into meeting amazing women. She honestly thought that she would have Michelle Obama, Oprah, and all of these women would appear in her show. Probably at the beginning they would have had Harry and Meghan behaved differently. People were willing to give her the benefit of the doubt. Everybody loved her. And this is another thing, before I continue with it, this is another thing that Meghan Markle used the goodwill of the people to hit and run as much as possible, to grab as much as possible. And this is what happens when people take advantage of goodwill and the love for the queen. And then everybody wants to spread it around. Meghan Markle got a lot of what Meghan Markle got that she took off with is because of the people's goodwill at the beginning. And this is what happens when you have grifters being given goodwill. Now, but nobody in Netflix wants to do it. Now, we can all agree that Meghan Markle is not a good actress. Meghan Markle is a bad actress. And she's determined to grace the screens with her bad acting. She's determined to punish us. I don't understand what we have done to deserve that. Now, I don't care, and I repeat myself again, I don't care what Rachel Meghan Markle does. I don't care the craziness that Rachel Meghan Markle says. I don't care. Rachel Meghan Markle can run around naked, have 20 surrogates, be in the corn with the pea industry. As Rachel Meghan Markle. My concern falls when the Duchess of Sussex is doing that. Because the Duchess of Sussex is still featured in the royal website, indicating that she represents and honors the duty to the Queen. And that she lives in the UK. I mean, so that I have a problem with. Because everything that she does, she wants to do it as the Duchess of Sussex. Nobody wants to appear in her Pearl thing. So apparently she's going back into acting, and she's going to be doing something like the Pearl thing, where she gets to meet everything, and she's just, so starstruck. The problem that she has is nobody wants to participate. This is why it's taken so long. Nobody wants to co-star next to her because she knows she's the kiss of death. So, I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, do you think she's a good actress? I actually, you know what? I actually started watching Suits because I really wanted to be, I really want to be fair. So far, I managed to go to episode 22, I think I'm on. But I can't stay. It's a really stupid show. I'm sorry. It doesn't interest me. Even for, it's not like LAPD and not LA Law, sorry. Or any other legal shows I've seen. It's really, really B-list quality, So, and her acting is terrible. It's terrible. I mean, she really is terrible. And I'm not being biased or anything. I swear to you, like I can call BS acting when I see it. So, and I actually went back and looked to see if she had won any awards for her acting inside that show, because some of the actors did win awards for good performances. Not Meghan Markle. She didn't win any other roles. I guess posing almost naked, it didn't merit an award, but So she is going back to acting, and she is also in the reality show. And apparently that reality show is going to hit screens very close to you very soon. So let me know what you guys think. I mean, do you guys, and I really want to stress this. I don't hate her children. Why would I hate the children? But if they don't meet the legal, and I mean, not being in the line of succession is not the end of the world. It just means that they're not going to be in the line of succession inside of an institution that clearly Harry and Meghan very publicly have stated is racist, is a bunch of bullies, and traumatized the mother. Now, one point that one of you viewers issued was that it's amazing that Harry can be Serena Williams' life coach, and he couldn't even support his own wife when she was going through this mental breakdown or whatever the hell it was that she went through. So what do you guys think? Please do not leave me messages saying that I hate the children. I don't. It's just the rules. And people, for some reason, hate for the rules. And yes, the Queen gave her consent for Meghan and Harry, Prince Harry to marry Meghan. But it doesn't mean that it was a good call. And we should question it. We should question it, because clearly Meghan Markle took advantage of the fact that people were scared to voice things like, we don't want to say anything, because very early on, Harry and Meghan put out a narrative that if you criticize Meghan Markle, you were a racist, which is not the case. I don't criticize Rachel Meghan Markle. I criticize the Duchess of Sussex. I don't like her, but she has earned my dislike. Okay, so this is not against the children. I have nothing against the children. Yes, the queen again said, okay, Meghan, you can marry Harry. I give you my consent. And she met all the legal requirements for the marriage, but it doesn't mean that the queen was right. It doesn't mean that, and the reason why this happened is because all the standards have gone away. And we'll end up with somebody like Meghan Markle, who's now the joke and the laugh, and everybody's making fun of her in Hollywood. Everybody is making fun of her in Hollywood. And why is she coming back to acting? It's just terrible. It's just really, really terrible. So, but she's coming back into acting as the Duchess of Sussex. She's not coming back acting as Rachel Meghan Markle. No. No Rachel Meghan Markle for her. It's the Duchess of Sussex who's coming back to acting. So what do you think? Should she be acting as the Duchess of Sussex or as Rachel Meghan Markle? Do you think it's good that Parliament is putting pressure now to present those two certificates with the testimony of the doctors? I think so, but what do you guys think? Please do let me know, okay? And it is going to be very interesting to see what happens. It is going to be very interesting to see what happens and how things will unfold, because they're going hard at it. So let me know.